Have you ever pondered why certain guys appear to function differently and favor solitude over socializing? Wavelength in total. In the intricate realm of social dynamics, we frequently hear about alpha and beta males, each of whom has unique traits and behaviors. However, there is another group that is less discussed but no less fascinating: sigma males. These are the lone wolves, the introverted mavericks who don't follow social norms, and are frequently misinterpreted because of their unusual preferences and behaviors. In this exploration, we will delve into the 8 uncommon things that only sigma males enjoy. First on our list is a preference for solitude over social gatherings, which may lead you to assume that sigma males are naturally antisocial, but let me clarify that this is not the case. Sigma males are mysterious and operate on a different plane from the rest of us. They don't seek validation like betas or the limelight like alphas. Sigma males are not antisocial. Rather, they are selectively social. They are quite capable of socializing and mingling, but they just prefer to have a few meaningful conversations over being in a large, noisy gathering. They value meaningful interactions that stimulate their intellect and allow for genuine connection. They are not the type to engage in small talk or superficial banter. In a world where everyone is rushing to fit in, sigma males choose to walk a different path. They choose solitude over social gatherings, not because they are antisocial, but rather because they understand the profoundness that solitude brings. They understand that in the quiet of solitude, one can hear the whispers of their soul, find answers to their deepest questions, and truly connect with their inner self. The next time you come across someone who prefers solitude over social gatherings, keep in mind that they might just be a sigma male enjoying their sanctuary. Next up, solitude is a haven rather than a place of loneliness. In a time where consumption is often praised, sigma guys tend to lead Spartan lives. Sigma men choose a different route. They prefer a minimalist lifestyle that emphasizes beauty, simplicity, and usefulness. This isn't about austerity. Rather, it's about choosing to possess fewer things, get rid of unnecessary items, and concentrate on what really counts. A sigma male prefers to live a minimalist lifestyle that is free of clutter in both their physical and mental lives. This includes their thoughts, relationships, and commitments. They recognize that by lowering the noise around them, they can concentrate on what is genuinely important and meaningful. Sigma males are not charmed by the newest trends or the shiniest Gs. Instead, they understand that the desire for more can frequently lead to an endless cycle of discontent. Alpha males prioritize quality over quantity and invest in long-lasting, purpose-driven items rather than being influenced by the allure of fast fashion or throwaway goods. They would rather have a few well-made, long-lasting items than a house full of things that will be thrown away after a year or two. They value the independence that comes with living a minimalist lifestyle, the freedom from the burden of maintaining many goods and the knowledge that they have all they need and nothing more. It's not just about material belongings, however. Understanding that time and energy are limited resources, sigma males choose to invest them wisely in the long run. They also apply the minimalist principle to their time and energy, being selective about the commitments they make, the relationships they cultivate, and the pursuits they pursue. In the world of sigma males, less is definitely more. The minimalist lifestyle of a sigma man isn't about deprivation. Rather, it's about intentionality, satisfaction, and freedom. It's about realizing what matters in life and creating room for it. Sigma guys are the epitome of self-learning. To them, the world is a huge library and every experience is a new book. They are always looking to learn, not from textbooks or regular schools, but from the world around them. Sigma males are inquisitive individuals who are not satisfied with the superficial knowledge gained from casual discussions or perusing articles. Instead, they delve deeply into the ocean of knowledge without fear of becoming lost in its vastness. Their insatiable thirst for knowledge and their hunger for wisdom allow them to not only do sigma males consume knowledge, but they also create it. They do not merely read and absorb it, instead they question, analyze, and interpret it. They are trailblazers forging their own distinct paths in the intellectual wilderness. They are not constrained by conventional learning methods. They actively seek out knowledge. This self-learning approach enables them to be flexible and adaptive, allowing them to learn at their own pace and concentrate on subjects that genuinely interest them. Autodidacticism for sigma males is about personal development and self-improvement, not only academic knowledge. They question their views, widen their perspectives, and grow as people by using what they've learned to better comprehend both themselves and the world around them. Learning is a personal journey, an intimate dance with wisdom that enriches their souls and sharpens their minds in a world that frequently equates learning with formal education and academic degrees. Sigma males are not interested in learning for the sake of impressing others or earning accolades. They do not seek validation from others for their knowledge. Sigma males refute this idea by demonstrating that education is a lifelong process that is profoundly transformative and highly personal. They remind us that knowledge's true worth is found in the development and growth it can spur, rather than in the degrees and certificates it can grant. Contrary to popular belief, Sigma males are competitive. This may seem strange given that we live in a society where competition is not only encouraged, but frequently seen as the driving force behind success. But here's the thing, Sigma males take the adage, knowledge is power, very seriously. They embody this philosophy in their relentless pursuit of wisdom and their unwavering commitment to self-improvement. Sigma men have a certain rhythm when they dance. While some people might enjoy the rush of competition, Sigma males prefer to concentrate on their own journey. They are not interested in keeping up with the Joneses or moving up the social scale. Rather, they are more invested in their own personal development and accomplishments. They define success according to their own standards, rather than by comparing themselves to others. They set their own objectives, choose their own path, and are happy to move at their own speed. This is not to say that Sigma males lack ambition or drive. On the contrary, they are just as driven as, if not more so than, their more competitive peers. They just channel their energy in a different way. Instead of trying to outdo others, they strive to outdo themselves and are always looking to improve and learn to grow. However, on their own terms, Sigma males understand that life isn't a race, but rather a journey, and that each person's journey is unique. They aren't interested in taking shortcuts or stepping on others to get ahead. Instead, they prefer to take the scenic route, take their time, grow, and enjoy the journey. They aren't in a rush to reach the finish line because they know that the real value is in the journey, not the destination. While the rest of the world is busy competing, Sigma males are quietly going about their own business, marching to their own beat. They are not interested in proving anything to anyone. Instead, they are focused on being the best versions of themselves. For Sigma males, the only competition is with themselves, and they are happy to celebrate the success of others without feeling threatened or diminished because they see others as fellow travelers on the journey of life rather than as rivals or competitors. The list we have is social norms are the threads that bind us together in the vast tapestry of human interaction. They dictate how we should act, what we should say, and even how we should think. However, Sigma males, those mysterious lone wolves of society, choose to cut these threads, adopting a radical form of individualism that distinguishes them from the pack. Sigma males are not rebels without a cause. Rather, they are guided by a deep-seated belief in the value of authenticity and individuality. They reject the idea that they should conform to social norms just because that is how things are done for them. The question is not what other people will think, but whether this is true to who they are. They value their personal principles over the fleeting trends of social norms. Instead of trying to fit into a template, they want to be the greatest versions of themselves. This is not to imply that Sigma males are antisocial or disrespectful of others. On the contrary, they value real connections and treat people with respect. However, they refuse to compromise their individuality for the sake of social acceptance because they recognize that their value is based on their own personal values and actions, rather than how well they conform to society's norms. As a result, they march to the beat of their own drum, unafraid of the dissonance it may cause. They embrace their eccentricities, passions, and quirks, knowing that these are what make them unique. They revel in their individuality unapologetically in a world that frequently tells us to blend in. Sigma guys serve as a potent reminder that being different is not only acceptable but also necessary as our uniqueness and diversity define who we are. Sigma guys don't follow social norms, they follow their own. The fact that Sigma guys are profound thinkers is not only a passing statement, rather, it is a characteristic that makes them unique. They are often seen as mysterious, not because they are deliberately cryptic, but rather because they are engrossed in a world that many others have failed to perceive. Sigma guys like intellectual stimulation and are attracted to challenging problems, nuanced concepts, and deep philosophical thoughts. They are not satisfied with superficial knowledge. Instead, they go deeply into information analysis in search of the essence, the truth, and the richness of intricacies and subtleties that others may miss. Their curiosity is boundless, and their thirst for knowledge is unquenchable. They are introspective and often spend time reflecting on their ideas, feelings, and reactions. They ponder the mysteries of life, the complexities of existence, the EB, and the flow of the world around them. They overlook the fact that their brains are always working, investigating, analyzing, synthesizing, and Sigma guys often lose themselves in their thoughts, but not in a bewildered manner. Rather, it's more like a conscious descent into their innermost thoughts, where they can easily traverse the maze of ideas and remain absorbed in thinking even when there is turmoil around them. Thinking deeply is not just about intellectual satisfaction for Sigma males, it's also about understanding the world, making sense of experiences, and finding purpose. For them, finding solace in the silent dialogue within their love for deep thinking is not a solitary pursuit. They value meaningful conversations that stimulate the mind. They appreciate those who can challenge their ideas, introduce them to new perspectives, and engage in intellectual sparring. They are not interested in idle chatter or superficial talks. Instead, they learn for discussions that are thought-provoking, insightful, and enriching. Deep thinkers, Sigma guys wouldn't have it any other way. They are not only worldly observers, rather, they are independent philosophers, ponderers, and contemplators. Their thoughts are a treasure trove of ideas, a never-ending source of fascination. For Sigma men, the intellect is the best playground, according to a wealth of insights. One of the most important characteristics of Sigma males is independence. This statement is both true and deep. To fully comprehend Sigma guys, you must first realize how much importance they put on independence. They value it highly and often base their whole existence on it. Not only do Sigma guys behave alone, but they also think independently. For them, independence is more than just going it alone. It's about being confident in their own skin, depending on their own skills, and having faith in their own judgment. They are self-sufficient people who don't need approval or support from others. They thrive in their own company and find comfort in their solitude. This isn't to say they are antisocial or asocial. Rather, they just prefer to forge their own path, steer their own ship, and control their own destiny. They take pride in their capacity to stand alone, making decisions on their own, and resolving issues without outside assistance. This independence stems from their belief in self-sufficiency rather than from conceit or a sense of superiority. They prefer to rely on themselves because they value their freedom and autonomy and are not constrained by social norms or expectations, nor do they feel the need to follow the trends of the masses. Alpha males are at ease being themselves. They have a strong sense of self and are content with who they are. They don't look for approval or require others to define their value. They embrace their independence as an essential component of who they are. This independence does not isolate them. Rather, it liberates them by allowing them to live their lives as they see fit, follow their passions, and pursue their goals free from outside influences. Last but not least, Sigma males are essentially lone wolves that roam the wild. Not as misfits, but as autonomous beings happy in their solitude, flourishing in their independence, and reveling in their freedom. They wouldn't have it any other way. This characteristic stems from their steadfast nonconformity. They dance to the beat of their own drum, not from whimsy or capriciousness, refusing to adhere to the established routes established by society. Unpredictability in Sigma males is a natural byproduct of their independent spirit. They don't follow social norms or expectations, which frequently results in actions that may surprise or even perplex others. For example, they may decide to take up an unusual hobby or go on an impromptu solo trip. Their choices aren't made to shock or rebel, but rather because they are motivated by their own special interests and passions. This unpredictability adds an intriguing layer to the Sigma male's personality by keeping those around them guessing and adding a sense of mystery and intrigue.